Hi friends, well today is Thursday, December 19th. So close to Christmas. My goodness, it's coming fast. I've been wanting to do this video for a while. I just haven't been feeling the greatest, as you guys can imagine, with the whole anemic thing, but I do see the specialist tomorrow. I might do a video tomorrow letting you know what happened. I probably will. But anyway, this one, first I wanted to show you my Christmas nails, just in case you don't follow me on Instagram or Facebook. I want them to come in clear. Well, anyway, there they are. I just love them. So this is a Christmas tag. Chef Wannabe's Life did the video, and I thought it was really cute with some great questions, so I wanted to do it too. So you'll have to bear with me as I read the questions. I think there's 12, I think. Anyway, the first question, what was your favorite Christmas present? Mine was when I got Mrs. Beasley. Oh, I was so happy. I just absolutely loved that doll. I don't remember a lot of my childhood, like a lot. I don't remember my teen years. I don't know what the deal is with, I don't know. I don't know whether I've blocked things out or what, but I do remember getting my Mrs. Beasley, and I absolutely loved her. And she wore glasses, and when her glasses broke, I was heartbroken because I still had to wear glasses. I've been wearing glasses since, I believe kindergarten. I remember I had to be walked to school. Well, I don't remember it. I remember being told that I was walked to school because I had a patch on my eye to try and make my other eye stronger. But yeah, it didn't work. But anyway, so Mrs. Beasley. Second question, how old were you when you found out about the big guy? Well, I don't remember how old I was, but how I found out was my brother had got a game of Trouble, and it said to David from Santa, and it was in my sister's handwriting. So that's how I found out. She's 12 years older than I am, and she's very artistic, so she had very distinct handwriting, and as soon as I seen it, I knew right away, and I was just heartbroken. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, and my brother's 2 years older than me, so I don't know how old I was at the time. What is your favorite Christmas cookie? Shortbread. Shortbread. Although I must say I do like these magic bars, although I don't know if that's considered a cookie. It's probably not. So yeah, shortbread. What is your favorite Christmas memory? Well, this makes me smile just thinking about it. My dad was just an amazing man. Sorry, I'm just drinking my water here. And I've told you guys before, when I worked at certain places, he would be the Santa Claus for where I worked, which was really awesome. But one year, there was a place, a very small place. It was a beach community, Port Burwell, and I think it was probably 1996, I think. Anyway, they asked him to be the Santa in the parade. Yep. He was a Santa in the parade. It was a horrible night. It was raining, but it was a great turnout. We were on the side that my dad would come around on, and we could hear him coming, and I was just so overwhelmed. Like, even though I was probably like 30, I was still just so overwhelmed and so excited. And he made such a good Santa. Oh, my nerves, like unbelievable. And then after, there was a lighthouse, and they had it set up at the lighthouse that he would go, and they had a big, nice plush chair for him, and he sat, and the kids got on his knee, and he got to give them candy canes. And I want to say there was presents too. I think there was a Santa sack full of girl presents and a Santa sack full of boy presents. So I think that's how it worked. But oh my goodness, you could tell he was having the time of his life. But then when he got to do the whole Santa Claus off the float thing, oh, it was just awesome. And it was a memory that I'll cherish forever. Now, it was back when there wasn't DVDs. It was a, what's it called? VHS or something like that. So my friends had a camcorder and we filmed it, and I can't find it anywhere. I don't know whether with all the moving that I've done over the years, if it's lost that way or what, but it's gone, but it's still in my mind and in my heart. So that's the important thing. What's your favorite Christmas tradition? Well, when my parents were alive, we would go to church Christmas Eve, and it was always to a candlelight service, and it was just beautiful. The one church we went to was in London. I don't even remember the name of it. Yeah, I can't remember, but it was just beautiful. And they did a thing. It was a candlelight service, and every year they would do something different. Like at first they said, oh, if you've lost a loved one this year, blow out your candle. If you've lost a loved one, keep your candle lit. And there was different things until at the very end, there was just a few candles. I think that's when they said, if you've lost a loved one, and there was maybe 12 or so. And then those were the only candles that were lit. So that was pretty awesome. So that was my favorite tradition then. Since my parents are gone, well, actually my dad passed away first, and Mom and I tried to go to church Christmas Eve, and it was just, we cried through the whole thing, start to finish. As soon as we heard that music, we were done, and we just cried through the whole thing. So we decided we didn't want to do that again, not because we didn't enjoy it, but we didn't want to distract other people, from their Christmas by having us sitting here crying our eyes out. But anyway, so that was my tradition then. Tradition now with Bill is kind of fun. We, just a sec. Yeah, so our Christmas tradition now is fun. We started it a few years ago when Tim Hortons brought out their candy cane hot chocolate. What we do is we get all bundled up. We go and get a candy cane hot chocolate, and we go and drive around and look at Christmas lights. We take the dog with us. It was back when we had Bear first. It was back when we had Bear first, and he would sit on my lap, and it was cool. He would look out the window. And now, of course, we take Korak, and he just loves a car. He would go for anything. So, and he gets a Timbit when we go to Tim Hortons, which is a little tiny donut hole, and he just loves it. My favorite Christmas decoration. Well, we know it's not the pickle. We've all talked about the pickle. We know it's not the pickle. Is my Christmas in Heaven balls. They say Christmas in Heaven on one side, and either Mom, well, I have one that says Mom, one that says Dad, one for Bill's dad, one for Bill's grandma, and then one for Dave. It's a little bit different because we didn't go to Frankenmuth to get it, but it's got feathers in it, and he was my best buddy, so we've got one for him too. So any of the decorations on my memorial tree are my favorite decorations. Do you decorate with a theme? I don't think I do. I would like to. I would like to turn this tree into colored lights, string popcorn, which I've never done in my life, and all different ornaments that don't match. Like, I wouldn't want anything to match. Isn't that silly? But I think it would be fun, and I'd like to have a train underneath it, just an old-fashioned thing. But next year, I really, really would like to do this. I'm going to try and see if we can get some on sale after Christmas. But I would love to have a white tree with clear lights, soft pink and bright pink balls, and soft green and like a French mint green balls. And then I'd like where I don't know if I can show you guys. This, wow, shaky. This fireplace decor, I would like that changed to white with clear lights. And I would also, again, like the soft pink and bubblegum pink and mint green and stuff. So I guess that would be a theme. Whether I do it next year or not is yet to be seen, but that's what I would do. Do you prefer white or colored lights? I do like the white for inside and for on the trees and garland, but for outside, I love colored lights. I just absolutely love them. I've just never had colored lights on a tree, so I don't know if I could prefer it or not. I don't think so. I do like the brightness of the white. What does it say? Oh, do you send traditional or picture Christmas cards? We send traditional. We don't really send to very many people. So we just send Christmas cards, like not a picture one, although it would be fun. I would love to have one with Korak. Speaking of, we're going this weekend and he's getting his picture taken with Santa. I can't wait. I'll show you guys what it looks like. It should be fun. Okay, next one. What is your favorite Christmas movie? Oh my goodness. That is like the hardest question in the world. I love White Christmas. Absolutely love it. I love Elf. I love all the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen. But I do think my favorite, and I kind of feel funny saying it's my favorite because of my age, because really White Christmas is my favorite due to my age. But I love Jim Carrey's version of The Grinch. I just love it. And Korak has his jowls right here. Lots of times I'll look at them and he's got that Grinch thing. It's so funny. Anyway, I don't know what made me think of it. Well, the Grinch thing made me think of it, but yeah. So I would say White Christmas and The Grinch. What? Can't see. Oh, what's your favorite Christmas song? I love Go Tell It on the Mountain. It just makes me happy. I love that song. And I really like Mary, Did You Know? Yeah, I really like both of those. All Christmas songs are beautiful, but Go Tell It on the Mountain and Mary, Did You Know are my favorite. Do you prefer real or a fake tree? Okay, guys, here's something you don't know about me that you're going to probably learn for the very first time. Doom, doom, doom. I've never had a real tree. Even when we were little, it was always an artificial tree. I remember my mom used to decorate. See, I say I remember. I don't remember. I remember being told. I remember the story of it, that Mom used to really decorate a lot. And when we were younger, we lived in a townhouse, and there was a block of townhouses, and Mom and Dad were in charge of the whole block. And people would come and tour our home because Mom had it so nice. I have seen pictures. There was a green artificial tree, and there was green and gold satin balls on it. But yeah, so we've never ever had a real tree. Now, I had quite a bit of allergies when I was younger. Like, I was allergic to cats, dogs, trees, pollen, grass, dust. Like, I had a lot of allergies. So I don't know if that's why we never had a real tree. We never really discussed it either. Like, as I got older, I never said, Mom, how come we never had a real tree? So I don't know why. So I guess I'd have to say fake because that's all I know. What's your favorite Christmas drink? Eggnog. Yeah. Well, hot chocolate. I like hot chocolate. I like candy cane hot chocolate. We always call it magic hot chocolate. I don't know why we started calling it that, but so yes, hot chocolate and eggnog. And the last question is, what is your favorite food to eat at Christmas? Okay, so Christmas morning, of course, we have our coffee, and then we just kind of pick during the day. Like, I'll have a plate made with like cheese and crackers and kielbasa and pickles and stuff like that, pickles and olives. So we'll have that. And then our meal is always turkey. We get the butterball breast, not the stuffed one, just the regular one, which is perfect for us because it's all white meat and it's there's no waste, no bones, no anything. Bill likes mashed potatoes. And of course, there's gravy. I make homemade stuffing, which I absolutely love. Trying to think. I have to have turnip. It's silly. Bill doesn't like it, but I still get a turnip. I just get a small one. Unless I find frozen turnip, but sometimes frozen turnip is really hard to find. I don't know why. So, yeah, so I have turnip too, and then we do coleslaw. So that's our Christmas meal. And then, of course, we have leftovers for a couple days. And then New Year's Day, what we usually do is, New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is usually Chinese food. So New Year's Eve is Chinese food, and then New Year's Day, I usually do a ham and scalloped potatoes and pineapple dressing. It is so good. If you ever want to know about it, there's a YouTube lady called Bandana Grandma. Oh my goodness, she's got this recipe for pineapple dressing, and it is absolutely delicious. And it's funny, Bill doesn't really like pineapple. Like, there's no putting pineapple on pizza, or there's no having like cut up pineapple. He just doesn't really care for it. Oh, excuse me. But this pineapple dressing he really likes. And it just goes so nice with the ham and scalloped potatoes. It's so good. Even the next day, cold with the ham is good. Like, put some dressing, ham, and some coleslaw. But it's really good. So that's what we do for New Year's Day. And by that time, I have probably gained 20 pounds over Christmas and New Year's. And no, not 20 pounds, but enough. So then it's time to smarten up and hit it with like enough of this. Like, I'm so into the carbs. Although I must say, I've given a lot of the baking away, a lot, and I've still got a lot more to give away. This weekend, I am doing another nut and cherry loaf. I ended up tossing the other one. It was kind of dry, but I know what I did wrong. So I'm going to recreate that this weekend. And I was going to try, I know I told you guys about the sweet potato pie that Bill wants for Christmas. And I've looked at a few YouTube videos, and the crust is tricky. And I've never really made homemade crust before. Now, I could buy the tender flake crust, but that's not the same, especially when it's Christmas. So I've decided, I asked him and I said, would you mind if I didn't make it as long as we still had one? And he said yes. So there's a bakery close to here, and for Thanksgiving we got a pumpkin pie from them, and they did a praline top, and it was so good that even Bill said, let's get this for Christmas. But then of course Christmas rolls around and we forgot about it, and because he wanted sweet potato pie. So I called them today and I said, are you doing pies for Christmas, and when can we pick up or whatever? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, what kind do you have? And she goes, you name the kind of pie you want and we'll make it. I was like, seriously? And she said, yeah. I said, okay, can I have sweet potato pie? She said, sure thing. She said, do you want a praline top on it? And I'm like, yep. So Bill's going to get his sweet potato pie. So I'm really, really excited about that. And I'm really, really excited that I don't have to try and make it. I mean, I'm sure I could, but if it didn't turn out, I'd feel really bad. I'm totally exhausted, and I would even be extra tired. Like yesterday, I went and got my nails done, as I said, and I just love them. But now I was just so tired. I'm still tired after that. But some of that is emotional tired. It was very busy. There was 5 techs working, I believe, 5 people getting stuff done and 2 people waiting. And as you guys know, I'm not the people-y person, so I was tense. And then I had to wait for Bill. He wasn't there when I thought he'd be, so I was tense and cold. And so yeah, I'm suffering today. I'm just exhausted. I've tried laying down a couple times with Korak. Speaking of Korak, my baby, was it yesterday? No, the day before yesterday. He was so sick. He threw up in the morning, and then at nighttime, He threw up so much. I couldn't believe it. And when we're sick, my mom always gave us a cold cloth and it always felt better. So I'm thinking, well, how can he won't want me to put a cold cloth on him. What can I do? So I sat in the dining room because we have like I won't say the word right. No, um, the linoleum floor. So that was nice and cool for him. So I had him lay on the floor for a while, but he threw up so much, the poor little lamb. And we tried to figure out what it's from, and you'll never guess what we think. Remember I've said how much he likes CAR? I can't say it now because he's over there laying on the love seat, and if I say it, he'll just lose his mind. Well, usually every weekend we go somewhere that he can come. Well, this weekend we stayed home, so there was no CAR. So we think he's worked himself up so much that every time he hears something in the hall or anytime Bill goes out to either take garbage to the garbage chute or get the mail or anything, he thinks that it's time to go, and it hasn't been. And we think that he's worked himself up until he's thrown up. So he's just like his mama with his emotions. In fact, Bill says I broke him. Bill said he wasn't a sucking like this when we got him. You broke him. So that was funny. But the poor little lamb, my heart just broke. And by the time Bill got home from work, I was crying because my bear, he was very sick near the end, and he was throwing up. And of course, that made me think of, not that I think Korak was like that kind of sick, but it made me think of Bear being sick and me holding him and taking him. Oh, it was a big thing. So poor Bill walks in the house and I'm just bawling my face off. But anyway, he's much better today because yesterday Bill dropped me off for my nails, and they usually take about an hour and a half to 2 hours. Like, they're not acrylic nails. There's something different. I forget what it's called. It's a new thing anyway, but they're not the powder and that stinky stuff. So it takes quite a while. So Bill dropped me off, and then when he picked me up, he brought Korak with him, and we had to go to the drugstore, and picked up a coffee at Tim Hortons. So that gave him a little bit of a drive. He was fine after that. So the little monkey, I'm telling you, he's got his mama's emotions, which isn't good. Poor thing. But anyway, so that is that. I will probably come on and tell you what they say tomorrow. All I hope is that I can start my treatment soon. I can't do much more of this. Like, I am so thoroughly exhausted. Like, it's got to the point where it's ridiculous. Like, I'm just exhausted. But all my heart stuff came back good. In fact, I'm still waiting to hear to send me to that lung doctor. In all honesty, when they call, I'm not going to go because it's been a couple weeks. My chest doesn't hurt. It never did hurt. They were just being extra cautious. And it is all stemmed from the being anemic. But we'll see what the specialist says tomorrow and when they're going to start treatments. I may go after. We'll see if the treatments help me first. And then if they don't, then go to the lung person. That makes more sense to me. But I don't know. I'm not a doctor. So maybe I'm not making sense at all. But so yeah, so I just can't wait for the treatments to start. I've heard that it's like an all-day thing, so I don't know. Hopefully we'll get some answers tomorrow, and I'll come back and tell you about that. But other than that, that's it. Busy weekend ahead. We're taking Korak to get his picture with Santa. We're picking up last few grocery items. And I do have some cookies yet to bake. What else? Oh, and the nut and cherry loaf the proper way. And then Monday we're going to Kroger, so we get to go to the States. Yay! Just across the ferry, though. There's a few things that we can get there that we can't get here that I want to pick up extra. And there's a Dollar General right when you cross, too. I think I want to go in there. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I say all these things, and then by the time I get to the car, I'm too exhausted to do anything. Like, just going to get my nails done yesterday took so much out of me. But But anyway, that is that. I will quit yapping, but I wanted to wish you all a Merry Christmas, but I will be back before Christmas. But so I hope you enjoy that tag. I hope you do it. If these people are watching, I tag them. Pink Fairy, Munching and Chatting, Chickens by the Lake. I would like Frank's Place to do it. I think that's it. I don't know. I can't think right off the top of my head. The brain fog that I've had lately. Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm 90 years old. Anyway, okay, I love you guys, and I will talk to you real soon. Bye for now.